Tammy, what are you doing? What are you doing?
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Basketball Wives. This is season 7, episode 10. And this was a strange episode. Very strange. Tammy threw me for a loop. She threw me for a loop here. I kind of understand what she's saying, and she's being selfless to a point of detriment. It's like, Tammy. Now, I like how much she's looking out for Reggie's best interest, but it's like she's throwing herself under the bus. Like you're really willing to be unhappy to make sure that he's happy. It's like you're being a self-saboteur is what you're doing. And I'm like, Tammy, back up. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. And I'm going on. I'm babbling. Let's get into this. First things first. Jackie and Reggie, throughout this whole episode, have been back and forth. Jackie's helping him with getting his proposal together. She's helping him with picking out the ring and all of this. He's getting himself together to actually go ahead and do a formal proposal to Tammy. Something that was really strange to me. They were having this cookout. And as Tammy and her kids and Reggie, and they're all there and they're discussing, like openly discussing this proposal and the fact that he has the ring, and I'm like, that was just weird to me. Like, what are we even waiting on? Like, what are we waiting for? Like, if y'all are openly discussing as a family the proposal, then you're already engaged. I mean, what the hell? Like, are we waiting for the perfect camera time? Or do we have a scene set up with a date and a time that's already scheduled to do it? It was just weird. I was like, for y'all to be discussing this like this open, you're already engaged. It just is what I mean. You're already engaged. And what are we doing this for the show to say that Tammy? Because the whole thing's like Tammy's like, well, I really don't want to. I don't even want to get engaged now. I don't even want to get married. So I guess this is all for the show, I guess. But for some reason, I really don't think this whole thing was for the show. I think maybe this is a reenactment for the show. Because I kind of believe there was some genuineness about what Tammy was saying. Tammy is afraid that the whole thing of her having a few miscarriages and not being able to carry a baby, possibly not being able to give him a baby, she's afraid of being married and him feeling like he's trapped and stuck in this marriage with her, and she can't give him one thing that he wants. And she don't want him to be resenting her. And I understand that. I do understand that. But he's telling you out of his mouth that he's not going to feel that way. But I don't think she wants to chance it. So I think she has some genuine concern, but it was kind of weird. And I think it's because of the show. I think it's like, this is like a reenactment of maybe feelings that they had and things that they already discussed. I don't know. It was weird. It just fit really weird into the show. But damn all that. Tammy, go on and marry Reggie. Go on and marry him. Now, y'all know they ain't even one of my favorite couples or anything like that. I ain't team Tammy and team Reggie. They just people, you know what I mean? And I think that he really likes her, and I think she really likes him, and they need to go ahead on and do what it is it's going to do, and make it work, and just keep the line of communication open, and then that way, if he ever, you know, you're so open, Tammy, and you're so real about your shit that I believe that Reggie would actually, if he really did fall into a position where he was kind of resenting that you can't have a baby or don't want to have a baby, I think that he would be able to actually approach you with that and talk to you like just like that. Because the two of them, when you see them together, they really do have like that homegirl, homeboy kind of thing. Like they would be out shooting baskets together. I don't think there's any conversation that Tammy and Reggie actually couldn't have. You know what I mean? And be cool with. Because they just like that. That's just what I see from them. But I don't think you should trouble yourself with this. Girl, get your man. Marry your man. Go be happy, Tammy. Happiness, no, it don't always last forever, but god damn it, if it only lasts 30 minutes, get your 30 minutes, girl. Go get your 30 minutes. It is what it is. Shit. That's it. I'm done with that. I'm not ragging on Tammy this week. I ain't doing it. I think she's self-sabotaging herself, and it's really weird the way it was filmed. But anyway, yeah, don't sabotage yourself, girl. Get your man. I think y'all be okay. And again, like I said, if it doesn't last forever, so what? Be happy for the 30 minutes that it does. Who gives a shit? Anyway, moving on. Okay. Evelyn, because there's only a few things that really went on that we're going to really talk about. And then that Jennifer. Anyway, Evelyn did in this episode, we got to see her family being meshed together. They found her grandfather, and then they were visiting Puerto Rico. She went through the story of how her grandmother literally got pregnant by her grandfather at a party and kind of never said nothing. And then there was like no communication. And now all these years later, they found the grandfather through like a DNA search thing, found him in Puerto Rico, found the family. They are connecting the whole family. They met him in person right after Hurricane Maria, and they have gone down to, we got to see them go down to Puerto Rico and actually see the family and meet these family members. It was really, really nice. It was really, really nice. And they did some relief effort stuff while they were down there and all of that. So it was really nice to see reality. This was like a nice reality show thing where something has actually happened by way of a reality show made this possible. So that was real, real nice. And as you can see, I really don't have that much bad. I don't have anything bad to say about this. It was a nice reality show episode. Not too much drama, other than that fucking stinking ass Jennifer. But we ain't got to her yet. Malaysia. In this episode, Malaysia was being visited by her children. So you got to see it inside on her and all of her kids. And we got to learn that Malaysia actually really does have a phobia about police officers. Her brother was killed by a police officer. One of those, one of the many cases of moving the wrong way and a damn police officer blew his goddamn brains out. Crazy shit. And so it has left her with a phobia of policemen, period. I understand. It's very understandable. Jackie making me like her ass. I don't know what Jackie's doing. Jackie stepped in there. She met up with Malaysia, told her, that's not good. This whole phobia you have, we need to do something. We got a platform by which to work with. We need to do something to get you the right counseling, and that you got to get past that. You cannot live in this world and have this phobia about police officers. Police officers are actually there to protect you, not to scare you. And just talking about it, you can see Malaysia was getting all upset. It was real genuine. I was like, oh damn, that's deep, And then she had to sit and really talk to her little boy about it, about going in stores and having a hood on and being in the car and wanting to put your hood on and just these different things. And when she was explaining this to her son, can you see the horror in that baby's face? You know, when he actually realized why his mother freaks out about the hood thing, you know, and putting his hood on and actually learning, because they've kind of kept it from the children, learning what actually happened to his uncle. You could see the horror in this little boy's face. I was like, this is fucked up. It was fucked up, but it needed to be seen. So hats off to Malaysia for even wanting to share that, and actually for sharing, you know, her kids, because she don't really share her kids like that on the show. So this was deep. This was really deep. It was, and then they tried to have like a deep moment as well with Jennifer. I was cool with this episode. We had a good thing with Tammy. Got to see Tammy. You know, Tammy showed some of her reality. We got to see reality with Evelyn, reality with Malaysia. Jackie mixed in throughout the whole thing and being very supportive and being the good Jackie that she's been lately. But baby, they threw that fucking Jennifer bitch up in there, honey. And Kristen decided that she would go with Jennifer because Evelyn's been walking this walk with Jennifer about this whole thing about her being stalked and all of this. And nothing away from that whole thing, you know, because no woman should be being stalked by a man. No woman should be feeling as though she's not safe and all that. I'm not here for any of that. But Jennifer, bitch, you are just extra. You're extra, and I don't believe half of what you say because you come across as a liar. You're always lying, and you're always in shit. And then it looks like in this episode, you went to see Spicy Mary or Spicy Marie. Not that I would even go to a psychologist who's calling herself Spicy, whatever. But she goes to see her, and she's telling everything's all wrapped up together. So it's kind of an excuse situation, like all this bad friendship stuff, vibes, and all of this, and some of your behavior has to do with not buying it. You're just a bitch in general, and you're a liar, and you're a troublemaker, and it don't have nothing to do with him stalking you. You've been messy from the gate. You're messy from the gate. You're messy, and don't try to put it on that little situation. And obviously, the judge didn't buy it either because the judge didn't grant you that crazy restraining order that you were actually asking for. They didn't believe you either, bitch. Anyway, good episode. Fuck that goddamn Jennifer. Anybody got time for her bullshit? She's just putting on for the cameras, I believe. I don't believe she all that scared and all. I can't walk my dog. Well, then just let him shit in the house and you clean it up. The hell with her. Anyway, I'll catch y'all next week. Later.